What's going on YouTube? Hey guys, it's Ben, and today I'm going to do a video about something that's kind of become a whole theme for today, which is you're only one deal away from the rest of your recruiting career and pretty much your life, right? And this kind of became a theme. I made a post in Six Figure Recruiters, my Facebook group. David Steven Patterson, a legend, shout out to you, DSP, did a Facebook Live in the group about his first deal and how it changed the trajectory of his whole life. And I want to explain and actually break down, so stay tuned right now, because I want to break down how one deal can actually precipitate an avalanche into a six-figure recruiting agency and even a seven-figure one later on, right? So to the high achievers out there. So let's talk about, how this one deal can start everything, because you truly are one deal away. That's the truth of it. But you're only one deal away if you actually want it, right? You have to want it. So the people that are, going for it for a week and they're like, man, I'm not getting anything, or like, this sucks, or you're 2 weeks in, or you're 2 months in, or maybe you're 2.5, 3 months in, and you're like, I'm not getting anywhere, I'm no traction, nothing's working, but you're not seeking the right advice, you're not getting the right help, you're not looking at the right resources or in the right groups, Six Figure Recruiters on Facebook, or HERC, Headhunter and Recruiters group, DSP's group. But anyways, long story short, you can only get one deal away if you actually want to be one deal away. Now let me break it down as to what this actually looks like, because I made this a post and everyone seemed to resonate with it. And so if we're going off of a basic model, which I preach all the time, basically starting out your agency at a 10% rate. Let's say that you're doing admins or something, right? And you find a client in a medical office and they need an admin. The admin's going to make somewhere around $35,000 or so, and you're charging a 10% fee, which I advise people to start off with, 10% fee for your first deal. That'll net you around $3,000 after taxes, after everything, fees and all that. You'll get about $3K, right? So what can you do with $3,000? Like, why is that one deal away from the rest of your recruiting career? Well, let's break it down. So I'm literally going to calculate it for you. So let's say you have $3,000, like you just netted $3,000, okay? First thing you can do, maybe you can upgrade your website and build a super spiffy website for like, I don't know, find someone on Upwork that'll do it for $100. And I'm actually being really conservative because you can do it for way cheaper than that. $2,900 left. Let's say that you want to buy LinkedIn Sales Navigator. That's $88 a month. So I'm gonna take $88 off, right? Let's say that you wanted to buy Swordfish, which is a Google Chrome extension. It's about $80 a month. Say, subtract $80 from that. It'll find you phone numbers, cells, emails, all that. Trying to think here. You want to buy DocuSign so you can send professional contracts over. That's $300 a year annually. But you want to buy it because you want to send off some really cool contracts. I'm going to take off $300. You have this much left right now. But let's go further, right? Because this first deal is going to take you a long way. So let's say that you want to get a CRM. How about Crelate? That's a nice one. Works great. It's $80 a month. Take $80 a month off. You still got $2,300 in the bank. What else can we do to make this deal go a real long way? Maybe some lead generation services, something that costs like $50 a month or let's say $75 a month. $75 a month for a lead generating service, like somebody that's going to find you a bunch of emails or a bunch of potential clients or something like that. Or maybe you do some free trials. Maybe you don't even cost $75, but I'm still taking it off. How about an email program like Constant Contact? Thing costs about $50 a month. We're going to subtract that off. So you've got Constant Contact, you got a new website, you've got LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can pretty much find any contact that you want. You've got Swordfish, you've got DocuSign, you have lead generating going on, you have a bunch of stuff so you can get a ton of new clients, right? And that literally only set you back basically about $800, and this is what you have left. You've got about $2,200 left in the bank. So that's just like getting a CRM, lead generation, an email program, and maybe redoing your website, which you literally don't even have to do. So put all that together, what do you get? Well, you get your next clients is what you get. You just made a placement for $3,000. You spent $800 on a bunch of tools. You utilize those tools for the next 30 days. If you utilize everything that I just mentioned for the next 30 days, how likely do you think it is that you're going to close one client 2 clients, 3 clients, right? For the next 30 days, 4 weeks in time, with all of those tools at your hands. Lead generating services, a CRM, DocuSign, Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. I mean, all of these powerful things that you just blew $800 on, right? Because you got your first $3,000 deal, is getting you new clients now. So now you get 1, 2, 3 clients, right? I would bet money, I would seriously put money down that you get at least 1 client if you're trying at all. So I go back to that but part, if you want this, I bet you get 1, maybe 2, if not 3 clients in that month. Let's say those clients give you 1, 2, maybe even 3 job orders. Maybe one of them gives you a job order each, so you have 3 new job orders. Maybe they each give you 2 job orders, then you have 6 job orders. So let's say you get 1 client and they give you 1 more job order. At least you'll get another $3,000. And remember, you only spent $800, so you got $2,200. You add another $3,000. Now you're sitting there and you got $5,200 in the bank. Spend some more money on some really cool stuff. Maybe a couple $100 on better lead generation, right? So you're getting even more access to clients over the next month, the next 30 days. How likely is it that you think you're going to close clients on that next month? Super likely. So honestly, what happens here is it's a snowball effect. And I'm telling you this because I know personally for a fact the way it worked for me is I got my first deal, and that was 1 deal away from what you're seeing right now. A 6-figure generating recruiting agency. Super simple, straightforward, consistent revenue. I was 1 deal away. My first deal came from an HVAC company. It was a contractor. They needed a secretary. The deal paid out $4,000. I bought all the tools I needed. Probably cost me about $800. DocuSign, Sales Navigator, some lead generating services, Zoom Info, Swordfish, all that stuff, right? Got all that stuff. Got more clients. My next client, right, got really lucky. It was a $35,000 payout because they needed 10 drivers and they paid me out a ton. So my next client was huge, right? So I had no issue spending money on Indeed ads, Craigslist ads, anything I needed from that point forward. And that first deal, right, is what helped me get that next deal for $35,000. And then from there I was off to the races. I made $100,000 in my first 6 months, and then it was just going. But it was the first deal, right? Nothing would have ever happened if that first deal never happened. But you've got to want that first deal. You have to go after it, right? Like DSP was saying in the live that he did on 6-Figure Recruiters, you have to want it. There's other people out there that are smarter, faster, maybe more experienced in recruiting. They've, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, but maybe they don't have the tenacity, the willpower, and, the sheer just absolute desire that you do. Watching this right now. They don't have that, right? But you do. So you're literally 1 deal away. You're absolutely 1 deal away. And here's the key to it, right? You have to think bigger. Your vision has to think way bigger. Your vision has to be huge, right? You've got to understand this full picture. So I just explained it to you, right? How 1 deal, $3,000, simple deal, a secretary at a medical office, right? Avalanches into this crazy huge thing that builds you a 6-figure empire, working for yourself, not having a boss, setting up a recruiting agency, and it's just off to the races. You're literally 1 deal away. I promise you that. I hope that resonates with you. That's all I've got today, guys, for Thursday. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll catch you on Friday. Take care.